sensational. I'll use another S word. There you go. Alex, come to the stage, my love. Alex is really unusual in what he delivers, so I really hope that you guys can just listen, actually, really listen, because it is actually, you need your brain to listen to it. It's intelligent stuff, really. Might sound like you're having a rap, but it's intelligent stuff. I love it. Thanks, Alex.
Okay, I now feel like, you should have packed your rotten fruit after that introduction. But yeah, fair enough. This is called Flashpoint. It's coming down to the wire. Donald Trump comes to the UK amid the howling, blood cries of liberals, whipped up by tycoons and their mainstream media. Good people bay for blood. Trump to meet the Queen, the matriarch, the shining love light who blesses our nation and signs our laws. She's not a Saxe Coburg married to a Battenberg. They're Windsors, the best of British. Not for them the scandal of paedophile rings out of Buckingham Palace. They love our rent. I mean us. Elizabeth promised to have no laws but God's, and yet she taxes everything. But we owe her everything because tradition, right? And being friends with Jimmy Savile and Jeffrey Epstein, that's nothing. Haute Le Garenne, nothing. Countless paedophilia investigations quashed by the checkerboard police. It's okay. All those relatives who needed blood shipped in, don't worry about it. Pride in the name of Vlad Dracul and Elizabeth Bathory. The druidic rituals, the children's Nazi salutes, the Battenberg Nazi marriages, the World Wildlife Fund, funding of the Rwandan genocide. Doesn't matter, because noblesse oblige. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. My feelings! She's so magnificent. She never answers back. She has dismissed a few Commonwealth politicians, though. I personally hope Rude Donald, the Republican, gives her a slap. But sadly, he's far too polite. Thank you. This is called Being English. Despite my name, Alex de Swee, I think I'm English. It's what I speak, the culture that I understand. I have a set of French-Belgian grandparents with an English great-grandmother on that side, but I like it in England. They get me. I get them. I can be witty before the death of translation. The archetypal good traits of the English I claim as my own: eccentricity, wit, and a sense of fair play. Ingenuity even. And it bothers me that if the media were to whip up an Englishman enough to have a crack at Donald Trump, I'd be rooting for the Yanks and calling for a return to common law and a proper constitution, an end to crony capitalism, one in the eye to cultural Marxism, and a happy ever after I can welcome my grandchildren into. And it would be nice if the good people were all on the same page. Thank you. This is called Dehumanised. Kill him! He's a Nazi! Dox him! Dox his kids! Dox his friends! Dox his barber! No peace, no sleep. Harry them to the grave because he hates people. He hates their kids. He hates their friends. He hates hairdressers and monkeys. And I read in the paper that he hates bunnies. And there was no proof as such, but it was in the Guardian. And I know all their vocabulary, and they show how I care, how deeply I care, and how very much I want them to die, in the name of love, tolerance, but most of all, in the publicity stills of sad children. Staged, contrived, true, but worth it, because, Hitler. Thank you. For possibly obvious reasons, this is called I'm a Fool. Remember me, the bouncy jester here to make you laugh? How about a ritual for the order of the bath? Tish, my lady, hear the bells are ringing on my cap. Guess it's nice to have those masons running on tap. Fie, good woman, we can jest of Boaz and of Yakin. One without the other, can't we send the bad one packing? Only joking, noble sire, ask your noble deed, or balance it with evil if you happen to choose greed. Oh, my precious monarch, did your fairy glamour slip? Shelter behind jester while you tried to get a grip. Oh, my queen, your teeth are bared, is that a rictus grin? Is your PR such that you must know that you will win? Why, your highness, focus on the crack, because the cracks are spreading in your house for full. Thank you. This is called I Used to Be Funny, Now I'm Just Pissed Off. Help me out, this introspection makes me kind of sad. Not sure even bunnies could make me feel less sad. Not that it was funny writing bunny mayhem rhymes, it's just that they remind me of kinder, simpler times. Calling bankers dicks and slagging at politicians, poking fun at TV and at medical clinicians. I could find the funny side and I could write a sting, mess with all your precepts, I would gently reel you in, lead you further than spin you on the path, finish with a zinger that would really make you laugh. But now it has got serious, it's getting all too real. I joked of smelling sulphur, but the light bringer's the deal. And even as the light shines in and shows their true belief, a horror of adrenochrome and carmine-coloured teeth, a dark and clammy vision of a band of Crowley pickers, and I lurk into the abyss and I think of wet my knickers. And this is called Damp, Chafing, but Determined. I can see the future, and I do not fear the rope, because the truth is coming out, and there is hope. Hashtag New Renaissance. Thank you. And this was 10 hours later, and having read of the solstice arrest attempt of Pope Francis. And this is called Wet 'em Too Soon. Oh look, Liz is in the sealed indictments. She's got bigger fish to fry than me. Didn't feel quite so scared. And this is called The Storm Is Here. Pick the hill you want to die on. Do you love Hillary? Love Bernie? Love Theresa? Love Jeremy? Love the Pope? Love the Queen? Love the Royals? Love the Guardian? Love the Financial Times? Ready to fight for what you love? Ready to defend your love with your heart, your soul, and your rage? Willing to hurt anyone who doesn't love how you love? The storm is here. It's your neighbours or your rulers. Pick the hill and don't forget your kite. Hashtag Great Awakening. Thank you. And this, because it's Independence Day, July the 4th, and this is called the Second American Revolution. Come on the colonies, throw off the yoke. All men are equal. Why here? That's a joke. Here there is prison for calling spades spades. Radical Islam allowed to invade. Who do they kill? All but they who've been foully programmed to behave the same way. Your nice Muslim neighbour, yes, he's for the chop, as are Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs, Jews, and stop! There are radical Christians who hold to the Torah and see the world now as a modern Gomorrah. And actually families are taking a bashing, progressives including slacking and smashing, the banksters and chums, the royals' arms sellers, the Satanists, Masons and secretive fellas. They all have a rot and it starts at the top, and I think we'd all like it to stop. CIA, MI6, Mossad, be ethical or fuck off! Thank you. This is called Break the Rules. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to put me away. Non-payment of tithes among the riskiest. The cost of housing and feeding me at Her Majesty's pleasure far outweighing the tithes. Surely an exercise in logical futility. Where does all that rent go? All the money people pay to the Crown and the Church for resting their weary heads above God's green earth? Where does the money from armaments go? How do those trough-sunken noble piggies still need to come cap in hand for free food, travel and accommodation? Yes, it's beautifully socialist that we pay for the old couple, but why did they get so much more? If we weren't coughing up 20% of all we buy, income tax if you make it out of poverty by an inch, Road tax, council tax, disposal tax, green tax. Do you think we might be more generous to our parents, our kids, our neighbours? Could it be the fat of the land that makes the cats fat? Thank you.
Yes.
And nearing the end now, you'll be glad to hear, this is called 9/11 Truth. Just before July 4th, Trump, who is in the public record saying that there must have been bombs in the buildings, citing all the common sense stuff about the size of the steel window frames and the construction of a core rated to withstand being hit by planes, Trump, most often described as Hitler and a fascist by the English intelligentsia, and you'll be forgiven in the future for thinking, the who, what, now what? Those drooling idiots who regarded conspiracy analysis as laughable fruitcakes. Why, of course, Kennedy was killed by a magic bullet. But why would NORAD stand down? Duh! Building 7, experts say blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so Trump, he's apparently going to make it all public. Like LBJ and criminal elements in the government and organised crime outside it, assassinating JFK for going after the same conspiracy that the Renaissance movement is giving enough rape to. Hallelujah! Thank you. And to finish off, this is called Articles 11 and 13. I don't know if you heard, they just managed to have an MEP vote where they stopped putting a link tax and a lot of bad stuff to ruin the internet, bastards. So this is called Articles 11 and 13. Link tax to fund propaganda in the guise of defending sensitive artists. That's agenda-based politics, ladies and gentlemen. Free the memes. Fair use is flattery. If we must pay for propaganda, let's at least call it what it is and list in benefits. And yes, Guardian readers, you smug twits, I am. I do mean you, weaponised rag as well. I mean, I love you and all, but pull your heads out of the echo chamber and take a fucking look around. What a week, seriously though, what a week. Thank you.
Come up with all that material in the space of a month, just offhand, it's incredible, don't you think? I mean, I couldn't sit there and write a poem if you paid me to. Well done, Alex. I think you're amazing. Come back next month.
Thank you so much.
New material yet again.